I'm walking up, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
Great. Why isn't? Oh, go live without a friend? Yeah, go live. Ha ha!
Yes,
Oh my goodness! Hey y'all! Get your mats. Looks so dark. Well, it's dark outside. Okay, here we go. Ha ha! Get your mats. Maybe this will help. Come on. Move. Ha ha!
Thank you for the company.
Get your mats if you're stretching out. Get your weights. Okay, this is hitting me right here, that little fan. Just now, if you walk, jump on your treadmill, jump on your beak. Like, ha ha. And let's get this walk started, y'all. Yes, indeed. Whew, let's. Oh, boy, B. I don't think I can do with FB today. So, if not, I'm just going to have to record and upload it. But I'm here, y'all. I am here. And boy, do I have some distressing news to tell y'all. So, it's trying to reconnect. So we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, something happened in his back. Because I was just going to go ahead and take it and upload it. But I just want y'all to see I am here live. Great Rod isn't. Though Rod didn't come up. You see it's not even through the window. Usually the window area is light, it's a little lighter. I know you're up there, but the clouds. And I don't want to say he, it's up there. Boy, do I got some distressing news to tell y'all. You don't see my feet? Because that's all important. The only thing that's important is your ability to see my feet move. Okay, we're going to take this to another thing. We're out of here. We're out of here, y'all. Okay. Yes! I had to switch FB out, so now we're recording it. I'll upload. Yes! Great. Why isn't? Boy, do I got some distressing news to tell y'all. I'm looking for something, and the article pops up. Yeah, the Google's already got all my information. They've been hacked. Everyone told me the best accounts to have for email is Gmail, Google, so they already been had all my information. So let's get over that. So an article comes up about a mother-daughter arrested for having an abortion. Now the girl, they was stillborn, and they just destroyed the caucus. But they throw them in jail because there is that part that's illegal. So then I'm reading down, of course we're talking about white people, because it's illegal. Because African American women, I'm going to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Handle your health care with your mouth closed like we've always had to do. Okay? But you gotta do. And get out and vote. Because you see, them same white men that's putting these laws in place to stop you from having these babies is the same white men that's stopping you from getting a job. The same white men that are stopping you from getting housing. And now, as I read the article, to help the white women, you know, when the white men have the babies and they leave, which is okay, to help the white women and make sure they keep the babies, they'll be getting more advantages. Okay? So now say you, the African American woman, sitting there for a job. Right next to you. Right next to you. She got kids. She got a husband. She's getting hired. She's getting hired because they want her to continue to have kids and satisfy her husband. You of no consequence. You ain't got no man to satisfy. And babies, they don't care if your babies live or die. Never have. But let's get back to that. So African American women, y'all get out here and vote and keep your trap shut. So I'm reading the article, and I've gone down, and this is like a rough estimate. They said 1,500 women or more have already been arrested, white women, for having abortions. They can't vote, y'all. They have a record. They can't vote. They can't leave the country. Can't get no jobs. Now say that same white woman who just got out of jail known as a baby killer. And that white woman, all beat up and bruised and ragged, that had about 8, 9 kids. Husband decided to leave her and she's sitting there for the job. She all beat up and ragged because listen, a year or two of ass women look at the boxes. You can tell when the nuts and stuff don't go down. But both of y'all white women, you figure you have a chance. Y'all supposed to get the job. Right? Wrong. Wrong. You're a baby killer. You've been in jail. You ain't getting the job. You can't vote. You can't get no women. Now tell me exactly what job can you do if you have been labeled a baby killer by these states who say no abortion? Guess what job you can get? Wait for it. Think a bit. Sex worker. Bingo. Mission accomplished. Them cult leaders always win because it's always about sex. It's always about sex. Always about sex. So I'm reading that article and telling how the mother, scared to death because they're in the state, they're not going to believe that they don't believe it's stillborn. They said they was given something to get rid of a baby. And unless times have gotten a lot better, if there was something they could take to get rid of the baby, why do you need an abortion anyway? Just go get the pills. So she had a miscarriage. But what do you do? What do you do? In a state that says no abortion. You gonna take it to the hospital? They're gonna say you aborted it because that's the term. Your ass is going to jail. So what did the mother and daughter do? They tried to get rid of the baby corpus. Instead of having the funeral and weeping, no. If your baby drop in that toilet and you can't flush it, you're fucked. You have aborted your baby. You are going to jail. They said on Facebook they caught him talking and stuff like that, but we all know that FB, we're in too deep, but FB is government-sponsored social media. In too deep now. So, there's that. So, now the white women's, they got no voting power. How brilliant is that? How brilliant. How long have men, they hated Roe v. Wade. They hated it. And let me tell you something else. I've seen women, when I was growing up, before Roe v. Wade, and they kept having those babies. And they kept having those babies. By the fourth baby, third baby, that man was beating that ass. Fourth, fifth baby, I mean, we used to hear when we could hear the woman screaming while he was wailing on her. She had like 8 kids. Ain't nobody gonna take her in with no 8 kids. 4 kids. Ain't nobody taking you in. They'll take you with 1, maybe 2. 3 tops. You can't work. You can't work when he's still putting that seed in you and you're still spitting out those babies. So you're all dependent on his income. Or welfare. Welfare. Now you got no training and can't leave him. I used to look at him. Because I was born in 57. So growing up, I done seen it. And one thing I know, I don't know the other side, where the woman has a lot of kids and the man don't lay hands on her. I think that's like the Duggars and shit like that. But I don't know that. Either the man is beating on the woman or beating on the kids, but somebody getting their ass beat in there. Too many goddamn kids. Sometimes you gotta beat the wife to control the kids. That's how men sees it. So now, the white women is losing the vote. They was like, oh, they're just doing that to the blacks. Oh, they're just doing it to the Hispanics. Oh, they're just doing it to the Native Americans. What? They would never do it to me. Not me. Where's my handkerchief? To the blacks and the Indians, but never to me. I am too precious. If white, black men or minorities look at me, they will go to jail. I am so precious. They would never take the vote away from me. Yes, they are. And I'm going to tell you something. I got two sisters that together had enough abortions to make a choir. And right now, they're all holding them down, honey. So I know they're there saying, no, I don't agree with abortion. That's why I can't deal with them. I can't deal with the fakes and phonies. Oh, God forgave me for both aborting all those children. So now no one else can have an abortion. No one else. African American women, y'all can vote. Get out there and vote. I've always had control of my. Listen, this is just a start. You say, oh, well, there's birth control pills. They don't have to take abortion. They can do birth control. They coming for that too. It's all a part of oppression and restraint, and I don't understand. I see all these educated women. I listen to podcasts, and I hear all these white women so goddamn educated. They are so fucking educated. PAZB goddamn ZFD. But cannot say Roe v. Wade. But cannot stop their women from losing their vote, which means they lost control. And all them white women sitting in the Congress and the Senate, oh, so happy, smiling. Especially the Republicans, smiling. It'll come around. And as I put in my post, y'all, we'll be having a lot of mixed race kids being born around here. See, that's going to come out. That's going to come out. And then here's some pastor, I've been ignoring it. I would never vote for a pastor to be a politician to make rules. First of all, women, he the one that say yeah. He the one trying to control your whole pussy. And you put him in office. I wouldn't put Reverend Pastor no shit in no political office. You are an rib to him. What the fuck he gonna go to Congress or the Senate and work on for you? A rib. The reason ate the apple. The coals are all the problems of the world. How the hell he gonna advocate for you? Getting back to them dumbass sisters I have. They would be sitting right there. Oh, abortion is horrible. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's horrible. The Lord say in chapter, verse, such and such and such. And I'll look at them and say, y'all done left the whole goddamn choir at the abortion center. The motherfucking nerve. Between the two of them, a whole goddamn choir. But they done found Jesus and everything is cool now. So now everybody else. That's the hypocrisy that's gonna kill women right now in that vote. But sisters who in the know, my song said, I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Get it? I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me. First word, I'm walking. I'll put it on. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me. I'm woke. Sisters, keep your mouth closed like you always have and take care of your own vaginas like you always have. Well, let's put it like this. Like you did after they started prosecuting those white men for coming in and raping you at free will, anywhere, anytime. When a law was put in place to start throwing their asses in jail, that's when you were able to really have control of your own reproductive system. Once the law said, you just can't go and throw an African American woman on the floor and hump on her and walk away scot-free. They did that for well over 600 years. Well over. But now, their ass is going to jail. Though this one up here in Bridgeport, where she let that white guy in, she wound up dead. Her mother didn't teach her that basic law. They do get away with it sometimes. Not all of them get caught. They can be red-handed. You could be dead, he choking you, dick inside you, and the police come in and get you, don't necessarily mean he going to jail. Because again, remember I told y'all? Single woman tax? If she had had a man there, the white man wouldn't have been able to come in. So you're totally dismissed. And we always get that tax. You know, when you take your car in and you ain't got no man with you, you're paying more. You call the contractor in, no man standing next to you, he's charging you more and he's gonna break something. It's called the ain't got no man tax. And then we got the ain't got no man tax, and then we got the being African American woman tax. And then we got to be an African American tax. And then I got to be an old black woman tax. I'm walking and taking vitamins and drinking water to stay in this world. That's about as all I can do. I'm trying to get off this high blood pressure medication. Whew. I done been past the 20 minutes, y'all. I done did it again. Walking, yes indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
indeed. I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking, yes indeed. I'm walking, oh yeah, just for me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy,
Hey y'all, hey.
happy to be walking.
I was laying down sunset. It started disconnected from the music when you do your 20 minutes. Did I say that? I've been walking for a year and a half, and basically I'm walking longer, but my structure hasn't changed that much. Oh shoot. I gotta show y'all the water. Y'all see the water? Okay. Y'all, people be needing receipts. They so fast to call you a LIAR. Ooh, let's get back to it. So, no FB, but I can see why I wouldn't be. I don't know. I tried to upload videos yesterday. It took me like 3 tries, so I don't know. I could be making FB a little upset. Yep, snatching away the vote. Now, what happened to men? In that article, there was a man with them, but no information, no nothing. He don't have nothing. Though he was found to be involved with the mother and daughter as far as getting rid of the fetus caucus. But he wasn't involved. His name is nowhere in print. Do you see? I am so grateful to my mother who took the initiative to leave that South and headed north because she wanted a better life for her, her family, and some freedoms. So those women in Congress and Senate, y'all can kiss y'all asses out. Y'all can kiss y'all asses in butt. Y'all ain't gonna have to worry about Marjorie, Green Gate, none of them things. What did it say? You ain't got to worry about women coming out of Texas, Nebraska, and all them other states. Who gonna vote them in? Who gonna vote them in? Women's rights. I can't wait till them Texas men say, no more birth control. And you gotta come, no more birth control bill. And you gotta come to the state senate and get on the table and open your legs so they can see what's going on. That's next. That's next. There's a thing on Netflix. It talks about prostitution in the Islamic states. I don't know if it's Iran, Iraq, or Afghanistan, one of them. And what it is, because it's still going on, The men who blew themselves up so they could fuck 7 virgins in heaven, let me tell you what happened to their wife and daughters. The Islamic religious state has some law where when your husband dies and you meet a man and he says, I'll marry you, but I'll only marry you for a week. So they go to a religious cult leader, what do they call him, Iman, and he says, okay, she has no husband, her husband blew herself up for us, so she can be your wife for a week. Now, because he blew himself up and happy in heaven, fucking 7 virgins, his daughter, his child, can also be married for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then sometimes the wives and daughters and mothers of the men who blew themselves up all around the world so they can live in heaven and fuck 7 virgins. Wives, mothers, and children are being handled in prostitution by the religious leaders. Because you could also marry a 12-year-old for 2 hours. And as the image says, it's God's will. So it's God's will that the father, the husband, and the son blew itself up in a bomb. And now it's God's will that the religious cult leaders prostitute the wife, the mother, and the children. Oh no, not prostitute, sorry, wrong word. Arrange a marriage for 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay? So we say we're better than. They can't vote. Women over there can't vote. And guess what? These women over here losing their right to vote, especially the white women. Y'all know, keep your mouth shut. Ha! Get out there and vote. Try to help the white women to get rid of this filth. Because they can't do it. And this is the thing. A lot of abortions are arranged by men. They want it because they don't want no more kids. So he can say, you go have that abortion. I'm giving you the money. I don't want no more kids. I'm getting out this relationship. I'm divorcing you. And she goes and does it. And she goes to jail. Nothing happens to him. Nothing happens to him. Just like in that article. They didn't say, did they know that? Of course, the guy who was helping them, know nothing about him. Nothing. Take the first name. That could be fake. Know nothing about him. Know nothing about him. He's in the clear. Now, he could be the baby's father. Don't matter. He can get anonymity. Because remember, it's the responsibility of the woman. It's the woman's fault. It's the woman's responsibility that she's pregnant. And if she has a baby, it's the woman's responsibility to feed it. It's the woman's responsibility to clothe it. It's the... Ha ha! And then in Texas, Nebraska, and them, once a month, women gonna have to come through and stand on the floor of the state Congress or Senate and get up on a gurney and spread her legs so they can really look inside to see what's going on. And white women, they don't care. African American women, we done been through there. It's called enslavement. When they pulled us off, our ancestors off the ship, and we had to stand there naked, we had to do leg openings too. They could come by and feel our butt, stick their fingers in us, pinch our nipples, do whatever they wanted to do. So they've always been sexual like that with us. Don't go back, y'all. Get out there and vote. Get rid of that slime. White women won't do it. And as we go more and more along, they're not going to be able to do it. So now I couldn't understand why everyone, when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, and the sorrow and the weeping for women and just the unconcern, I could not understand. I was like, what's wrong with the white people? The white women, what are they doing this for? What is going on? It's just one little woman. It ain't the fault of, and it is. When Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, so did the woman's right to vote, because that's what they're coming at. You have 10 kids, you have one abortion, you going to jail. Who gonna take care of them 10 kids? Oh, they ain't gonna find a father and make him do nothing. He got a whole new family. He doing okay. He ain't like that old family. Them kids was too old. And then you got pregnant again. And he just walked down. And you just thought he said, since you throw you some money and said, you get an abortion. And somebody heard you mention the word abortion. Now you're in jail. Carrying a baby that you're forced to now have. And the 9 that you did have, well, they all split up in foster care. And are already overburdened foster care program. So then you have your baby in jail, because they want to make sure you have it. Whatever time they put on you because you mentioned the word abortion, and somebody heard you. That's what Mao used to do. Mao used to have his community spies, and whatever Chairman Mao, he set it up. You had community leaders and community spies, and when anybody said something, they went back and told. So now in Texas, Nebraska, and stuff like that, you can go. Listen, it don't even have to be true. But now you can go to the police and say, I heard her say abortion. And her ass is going to jail. She can say, I didn't say it, it's not true. I'm not even talking to nobody. It don't matter. Somebody then went back and told that you mentioned the word abortion. Now you're arrested, you got a record, and you can't vote. But you thought they just did that to the black, Native American, and Hispanics. The highest amount of killing of women is in the Midwest. And that's where they have all the babies. Why are they being killed? All men can't take care of 10, 15, 20 babies. They can make way more than that. But don't mean they can take care of them. Some can't even take care of one. So I imagine that's why my lives get kicked off. So I gotta let Facebook know I'm not gonna do lives in the morning anymore because my topic matter is not conducive to Facebook. Though I've seen a lot of shit on Facebook. A lot. But talking about them white women's in Congress, in the Senate, in the state, even in your state. Ain't nobody voting you in. The people who vote you in is in some kind of trouble. Isn't that something? How about just for election time? In states where you can't have abortion, you can't mention abortion. Hell, you put enough reports into the police about women talking, that can change the election. In the city that I lived in, this mayor, though it was 61,000 residents in the city, only 3,000 put him in office every 4 years. Only 3,000. That's all it took. So imagine now, you won the fall election in a state, no abortions. You can't talk abortion, you can't say it, you can't even think it. And someone wanted to win an election and get rid of their opponents. Especially say as a woman running to represent women in Congress and stuff like that. Man, you can hold that voters list because you can. I've had it when I've helped with elections. I've had to go pick up the CDs or not the CDs, the DVDs or whatever it is that showed the list of active voters. Now say somebody on that campaign got of active voters. No, you ain't supposed, a Republican ain't supposed to have a Democrats list, and a Democrat ain't supposed to have a Republican list. But just because it ain't supposed to don't mean that it'll work out like that. And all of a sudden, everybody, all females on that list are reported talking about abortions. Ain't even got to be pregnant. You don't got to be pregnant. In Texas, you don't got to be pregnant. All you got to do is say the word abortion. Like right now, they would be running in here, throwing me in handcuffs. But honey, it would be all in the news something, because this would not be an easy win, and they would definitely have to shoot me and my daughter. So this would be out loud. But they could do that. You go on there, la 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 la, gotta work because your husband can't make no money. But all he can do is make babies. So you dropped all your little preschool and school kids and school day off. And just as you get ready to go to the job, the police, whoop, pull you over. What you pull me over for? We got a report that you was talking about an abortion. You got to come down to jail. I can't go to jail. I got a family to feed. I'm on my way to work. You mentioned the way of the abortion. Social services will round up all your kids and take them to the foster care agency. And you kiss your job goodbye because you're going to jail. Because we heard you say something about abortion. We don't know if you was telling somebody to get an abortion. We don't know if you said you was going to get an abortion. We don't know if you were sleeping and you heard it on the news and you said abortion in your sleep. But you're going down. You don't mention that word. It's a man's world. He can punch in your stomach. And I've known a lot of women who were pregnant who got to beat the shit out of them by men. I thought it was hormone. I thought maybe it was something in the baby that affects the man differently. Maybe he feels like he's on the outside. But I have looked at that many times. And a lot of women don't come out and say it. But being pregnant, maybe because you're so big and you really can't defend yourself, that the abuse starts. My sister said my son-in-law used to take her and put her in the shower and take a belt and beat her in the shower. And all she would do is like put her hands over her stomach to protect the baby. And he would just wail on her. Women need to come out and tell the truth. But they want you to keep it. Please, I've seen men look at a bill. I mean, like you're sitting there, you know, his wife is there, you know, you've been invited over, and all of a sudden the bill comes up and he freaks and bam, slaps her right out the chair. Everybody jumps up. What just happened? She get up, he just upset. Me and the kids is spending too much money. I was like, bye, don't invite me back over for nothing. Don't invite, because you see, I was ready to kill him. So I knew I can't put myself in situations like that. So if you wonder why am I so in tune to women and domestic violence, because I avoid it at all costs. Because as I told my brother-in-law of my older sister, I used to hear stories about how he used to beat on my older sister, then my middle sister would jump on his back, and then he used to beat both of them, drag them out in the hall by the hair and all kind of craziness. So when I left college, that's when I heard that. So I went to my brother-in-law, my oldest brother-in-law, and I said, do me a favor. You've been beating on her for a long time, from what I heard. And she's still with you. So I can't do nothing about that. But I ask you, please don't hit her in front of me. Please don't beat her while I'm here. Because what I'm going to do, unlike my middle sister, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in that kitchen and find me a big old knife to go right through your skull. And he just looked at me. And I said, I'm just asking you, just don't do it in front of me. Never. He never yelled at her in front of me. He never talked crap to her in front of me. I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle it. Wink, the other one, though he was looking at me like he wanted to slap and jump on me, and he would not have been here because he had crazy rage, but I had crazy rage too. He thought he would be stabbing until he could stab no more. I'm going to be stabbing until I can't stab no more either. Dang. So then we came to a mutual understanding. So when he was wailing on my sister, I would be the one to go over and get her. Because he already knew. Me and him got the same kind of crazy fucking rage. Let's do 10. Tuck in your elbow. Let's go. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 good luck. Whew. Let's do 10. Tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut. Let's do 10. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 good luck. Yeah. Whew. We did it, y'all. And watch this. I was laying in bed last night and some said, just turn it down. We did it, y'all. Good American sisters, do what you gotta do. Remember your ancestors, honey. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just believe I'm walking. Thank you for I'm woke, y'all. I'm woke. I'm walking. So happy to be woke. Happy to be walking. Who is this? Interrupted my beat. Yeah, y'all. We did it. Okay. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Yeah. Just for me, I'm walking. Please like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell an auntie, tell a friend. Y'all know this is where we go for our water. Whew. I don't know when they'll let me back on live. That's me. If y'all want to see live, y'all may have to head over to YouTube. Whew. I probably broke some community guidelines. Tell the truth always breaks community guidelines. Yeah. So, whew. I kind of thought that last article I put up about the white women losing the vote would kind of seal my fate. But I had to. Poor RBG died. And that was it for the white women. Nancy Pelosi hanging in there. But I just see African American women, if y'all don't get in there and vote, brothers, kids, if y'all don't get in there and vote, I see the whole Congress again full of nothing but white people. Let me tell you what happened, white men. Let me tell you what happened with nothing but white men. Black code law, Jim Crow law, discriminatory practices all about, privilege, rules today, cronyism. Vote African Americans, vote in full force. Because if not, you kiss this Constitution goodbye. And guess what will be your Constitution? The Bible. And let me tell you, in the Old Testament, we is the cursed ones. So what do you think they gonna do? Well, the Bible says we saw the old Abraham naked running around doing whatever drunk men do when you got children and women around. And because old Ham saw it, that old drunk cursed him. But it's in the Bible. So now there'll be a law to get rid of all those who Abraham cursed. All those. That was only up. Go back. I learned it there. HBCU, y'all vote. Y'all vote. You come a long way. They can't wait to destroy that. Whew. My nightmare is to wake up and live in a red state. I lived in a red town, a Republican town within a Democratic state. Because you see, it was a Republican state, but for some reason, something happened with the Republican governors. They always caught stealing and shit. African Americans, sister. I took my daughter with me in the voting poll when she was in the carriage. I had to take her out and put on my leg while I stood up and did the sign, but she was behind that curtain. She votes. Y'all vote. Y'all let that book, and there's another thing in there we curse. Oh yeah. Ain't we called Judas? Ain't we the reason that Christ was killed too? Y'all go ahead and not vote, and let that book become the thing that runs this country, and see what happened to y'all African American, because y'all don't look good in that book. Y'all are definitely of the demon variety in that book. You better save the Constitution. You look better in that. Excuse me. If that Bible comes to the Constitution of the United States of America, African American, I want y'all to do something. Find a chair, sit down, spread your legs, take your head, put it between your legs as tight as you can towards your stomach. Puck up your lips and kiss your black ass goodbye. Y'all better vote. Thanks for coming on the walk. Please like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for walking, and I'll see you tomorrow.